Michael Greenwood here. I'm going to talk about 7 key strategies on how to grow your business. Really quick video, 10-15 minutes, relatively quick. Not the quickest, not 2 minutes or anything like that, but quick enough. I'm not going to span this out for half an hour or anything daft like that. So let's get started. Content marketing, in my opinion, one of the most powerful things that you can do in terms of getting eyeballs on your business, on your brand. I'm talking video content these days. So just recording videos like this where I'm just talking about what I know about, what I love, what I can help clients with basically, and then get some business in that way. So you're basically just positioning yourself as an expert in your field, as a thought leader, giving your opinions on things as well, generating that evidence and proof of what you can do. And just basically speaking as an authority, so you can build that know, like, and trust, so people can see your face, people can hear how you speak, and people just get to know you before they even speak to you on the telephone or over Zoom or anything like that. So you can do a lot of the warming up with a prospect just by doing things like that. Next up is SEO. SEO is really powerful. You can do YouTube SEO, you can do Google SEO on your website and things like that. A lot of people think that SEO search engine optimization is just the one on your website, but you know, you can SEO a video on YouTube as well. I've done another video about SEO, so I'm not going to go on too much about that in this video. But what I would basically say is you are just letting people know how good you are through your SEO. So how good you are at what you do with your business, that needs to be reflected on your website. So if your customers say lots of good things about you, and I hope that they do, get them on video saying it. You'll be on camera with them, even if it's just on Zoom, and you know, you can interview them, record it, and then get it onto YouTube, embed it on your website, create some clips as well if you want, and then you've got some social proof and some evidence of what you say you can do. So that's one of the aspects of SEO. And you'd think, oh, Michael, that's just like filming a video, and that's just getting, that isn't that like videography that I'm doing. In actually, yes and no, because SEO is multidisciplinary. So it's like you can't do the SEO that well, especially if you've got really strong competition, without knowing all the other stuff, or knowing somebody who knows the other stuff, and knowing at least like an overview of the thing, like copywriting. So you either need to know copywriting yourself, or have enough money to pay somebody and then to get return on investment on said person to do all that for you, to be able to do SEO, because SEO requires content. The same with video. SEO requires video. Can you SEO a website without video? In a lot of instances you can. You know, if you've got lots of powerful backlinks and things like that. But in an highly competitive niche, if all your competition or your average competition has got lots of video, then you're going to be kind of subpar with your SEO if you don't have video as well. So that's like that raises the bar to become like a minimum standard in terms of the SEO. I always say make your website like the Wikipedia of your industry, and I give the example of if you want to paint your home, if you want to decorate your house, or your flat, or your bungalow, or your apartment, or whatever you live in, then what you can do is go online to DIY.com, which is B&Q, and look for the types of paint, and then type in questions, and content will come up on the B&Q website, talking about giving you advice and being your trusted expert advisor. And you don't have to phone anybody for that. You don't have to email anybody to ask that advice. It's on the internet, on their web pages. So it's very much top of funnel. Marcus Sheridan, they ask you answer style of answering FAQ style questions, and doing it in videos really powerful, as well as the text that goes with it. And I always say that one of the best ways of doing SEO is to actually just interview an expert. So if you're an expert in what you do, or at least minimally viably competent, then get yourself in front of camera and then talk about what you do, because there'll be something that you know how to do that somebody doesn't know how to do, and you can teach them how to do it by creating a video, getting it on your website and doing that. Or you can at least create educated buyers who then know how to do business with you and know exactly what you do and know about the quality and all that kind of thing without them even speaking to you. So the video content becomes like your salespeople 24/7 while you sleep. Because somebody might, we've got a denture clinic client, and somebody can search at midnight and find some information on the website, and then just contact and know exactly what they want and know that business offers that thing. Otherwise, they would have just clicked off onto a competitor who did have the information. So another thing, like with the B&Q example, once you've picked your paint and you know the colour and you know which texture and colour and all that kind of thing goes with your decor, you're not then going to go on Wix and order paint from them. You've B&Q have helped you to become an educated buyer and answered your questions, so you trust them. So it's building that know, like, and trust in business, which is really important. So next up is social media marketing. For me, social media marketing is the paid side of social media, so Meta, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of thing. Whereas, like, number 5 here, that's paid advertising. That's more like your PPC, your Google Ads kind of thing. So that, and then social media management, that's the organic social media. That's the way I always thought about it. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with that, but that's my understanding of it. So what I would suggest is getting content out there. Just start filming. Just start filming raw like I'm doing now. No editing. Just to get started. Just to get content out there. Just to build that daily habit. And just to basically start to dominate your niche, or at least make a dent in it, at least chip away at it, at least start to build momentum. Because, for example, when you're pushing a rock, it's really hard to get started. When you first go to the gym, it's really hard to push those weights up, isn't it? But then it gets easier as your muscles start to grow and all that kind of thing, and then you develop other good habits as well. You start eating healthily because you're going to get the lactic acid if you don't stretch. You stretch, you're going to not recover as fast if you don't get the protein. So you have the healthy protein and stuff like that. So you start to stack these better habits as well. If you stop smoking, you might stop drinking as well. And bad habits tend to lead to bad habits. Good habits tend to lead to stacking good habits as well. So you're building momentum. And once you start to create content, you then start to... It's almost like there's some energy that goes into the content. And you start to think, oh, right, what if I took everything that I said in this video and then put the video on the top of the blog post on the website and embedded it from YouTube, but then I then typed in all the stuff or used some application or some software or AI or whatever to transcribe what was said, and then I've got an article there. I've got an article as well as a video, so I've repurposed it. And then you start to think, well, I've got this 15-minute video here. What if I clipped it up? I like what I said there, and then you can create some reels and put that on TikTok, and then link the TikTok to your website or link the TikTok to your YouTube for the longer form content and things like that, and use the YouTube Shorts, the Insta Reels, Facebook, etc. But the social media marketing, which is the paid Meta, the Instagram and all that kind of thing, the TikTok, that's where you're spending money on ads. So you need some ad spend. And the thing is about ad spend is, if you're just starting up with a business, then you're probably time rich and money poor, cash poor. So you're probably undercapitalized. So you might want to just think about initially doing content marketing, SEO, and maybe skipping this one. And you probably need a landing page, though, with a calendar link on, maybe Calendly or something like that, to book a call in if you're a service-based business. But yeah, social media marketing, very quick way of actually getting clients in, but expensive. But I always think, well, expensive if you're getting a return on investment is actually a good investment. You're getting a good ROI. But you've got to remember that if you time, like I said, if you time rich and then money poor, then you've got to box clever with what you're doing. Email marketing is the next one. This falls into two camps for me, and this is often misunderstood. So when I say email marketing, there's always been somebody who's used MailChimp, paid for a list, put the list in, and then got banned. Yeah, that's not the way to do email marketing. If you're using MailChimp, then that's going to be opt-in based. So they've going to have consented to receive emails. They're going to have gone to a landing page, opted in, given the details, given the email address, and then you can send them emails. Yeah. So the other side of email marketing is cold email outreach, which often gets a bad rap, and I'm not sure why, because if it's really targeted and personalised and you've got legitimate interest, which you need to have here in the UK under GDPR, business for reaching out to a business. So you've got some product or service, some offer that they're probably going to be interested in. That's the legitimate interest. So for me, it's very powerful, absolutely nothing wrong with it, completely misunderstood, but there's a differentiation between cold email marketing, which you can do through something like Lemlist, for example. That's one example of a tool that you can use for that. And so, difference between Lemlist and MailChimp, two completely different tools for two completely different types of email marketing. Next up is paid advertising. So I'm talking PPC, pay-per-click, Google Ads, and very powerful, expensive, good for if you've got little time, but you've got more money now. So maybe you've got to X amount a month, maybe you've got to 20k a month or something like that, maybe 50k a month, and you can start to put money into ads. Maybe you want to put money into ads early on, and you know that can be a good idea as well. But what I would suggest is that ads can take time to mature, because of the nature of them. The first couple of months, I'd say, is about gathering data. You may get leads in that time, and that's good, but that's not necessarily the sign of things to come. If you manage the account well, optimize and all that kind of thing, it should grow because the data, the AI, for example, the Google AI starts to learn about the types of leads that you need, about what's working. You're going to feed data in as well by switching off keywords that aren't profitable, by testing more and iterating. So paid ads, very, very powerful, but need to just realise that you don't want to switch them off after 2 months because that's just run them for at least 4 months. Yeah, don't be silly. So lead magnets and calls to action, CTAs. And for me, you're talking about landing pages as well, really important. I would say the minimum viable product that you need in terms of marketing would be a landing page. So you're going to need a domain name, you're going to need some hosting for that. You're going to want some way of getting traffic there, so that's either organic or paid or both. The other thing I'd say actually about if you're running paid ads, you're running social media marketing ads, you want to get your content marketing good as well. So, and if you're cold calling or anything like that, which is not on this list, but also very powerful, telemarketing, somebody's going to, once you cold call somebody or cold email market them or the SEO ad, they're going to go and check out your social media, see if you're online, have a look at some videos for you. And if you're not on there, they might be suspicious. And you're basically at a big disadvantage to your competitors who are creating videos. So I do speak to some prospects and they say they don't want to be on video. Can I just do it some other way? Can't you just create us some some graphics and things like that for the ad creative? And I'm like, well, we can, and we should as well, but we should also have some video as well. And just let them know that if your competitor's doing it especially, then you're going to have a bit of disadvantage. If your competitors aren't doing it and you do it, then you're a huge advantage. But if your competitors aren't doing it and you're not doing it, then what's the difference? You know what I mean? So it's about standing out from the competition. Lead magnets are powerful. For example, if you're a solar company, or if you're marketing to solar installation companies, so solar PV, photovoltaic, things like that, EV charging, electric vehicle charging, battery storage. Having a solar calculator on a web page on the website can be powerful, because then that might attract links in. Yeah. So, for example, there might be a website blog where they're talking about energy consumption, greener energy. Yeah. And you might be able to reach out to them and say, oh, we've got a calculator, do you want to link to it in your post? And then you get a backlink. Yeah. So that's one of the ways of getting doing your SEO. But SEO is multidisciplinary. Content marketing helps it. All these things help it. Time on site is a ranking factor. So somebody stays on the site longer because you've got interesting content, you've got video. So it's multidisciplinary. You can't really do SEO well in a competitive niche, especially without a lot of these things. Next is tools and technologies. So CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management Tool, just in case you're not familiar. I would say start off with something like a Google Sheet and just write down the names of prospects who you're going to outreach to, and then do it that way, and then migrate to a CRM like free version of HubSpot's good, or you've got GoILevel, Pipedrive, all different kinds of CRMs. I would say start that way, so you're keeping your costs low, because cash flow is really important in business. And obviously, if cash is going out on stuff like CRMs, when you can actually get by at your level, with a Google Sheet, which is just like £6 a month, you're gonna get G Suite, and you're gonna get emails as well. So I think that's the minimum viable thing that you need to start a business like a G Suite account. So you've got a business class email, you need a domain name, £10 or £12 a year, something like that. You need a G Suite at £6 a month, and then you're away. And you need a mobile phone. You get a mobile phone, and then you can. You need a laptop as well, but you could potentially just everything off your phone, really, but that'd be difficult. You just need that, and that's the beauty of a service-based business, that you can just start it like that, basically. So this is the end of the video. Like, comment, share. I've just got to jump on a Zoom call with a prospect now. I'll see you next time.